Okay guys, today we're going to be looking at circle graphs, how to interpret them, and then later this week we'll be creating our own circle graphs. So if we look at this circle graph right here, we could right away notice that some things about them. There are different names with percentages underneath them. We notice that 25% of the class owns dogs, 33 cats, other 17, and no pets are 25. So right away, by just looking at this, we could tell that the most students own cats, as well as we could tell that there are 24 students in this class because it says right in the title, pets of students in Mr. Wong's class, 24 students. So if we want to kind of interpret this, I'm going to just label it. We're going to write cats, dogs, other, and no pets. Okay, we know there's 33% here. We know there's 25% here. We know there's other has 17%. And no has 25%. Okay, so this is what we know, and I've just written it out again. But what if I wanted to know number of students? Right? What if I wanted to figure out, well, what is the number of students who own cats, dogs, other, or no pets? Well, we know that there are 24 students in this class. And if 33% of them own cats, we just have to find 33% of 24. So let's do that up here. 33% is 0.33 times 24, which equals, let's go 0.33 times 24, which equals 7.92, but we know there can't be a part of a student, and it's probably 33.33, so this is equal to 8 students. And you can find the rest, but I'll do the rest here. 25% of 24 is going to equal 6. 17% of 24 is going to equal 4. And of course, 25 again is 6. Now we could check to see if we have got these right by saying 8 plus 6 plus 4 plus 6 should equal 24. And sure enough, it does. So this is equal to 24 for total. So therefore, we know this graph, we could, from the percentages and from the amount of students here, we could use this for, little formula where we find percent of a number, percent of 24, to give us the number of students in that class. Okay, now if we look at over here at Omar's typical day of 24 hours, we notice that we have school, recreation, eating, let's put eating last, homework, and sleeping, and then eating is last. I put eating last because that's the one we don't know, right? It has a question mark there. So school, we do 30%. Recreation is 20%. Homework is 10%. And sleeping is 35%. And then eating, we don't know, but all these percents should add up to what? Right? What should this number be? Because a circle should encompass a total of 100%, right? If we look over here, 33 plus 25 plus 17 plus 25 is equal to 100%. So if we have 30 plus 20 is 50, plus 10 is 60, plus 35 is 95%. That means there's only 5% left over for eating. So now we know that there's 5% of eating. Now we could find out how much time he spends in each activity by just going, let's go time spent. And you're going to be doing this week by creating your own circle graphs of your week. So 0.3 times 24, because there's 24 hours in a day, 7.2 hours. 0.2 times is 4.8 hours. 2.4 hours times 24 is 8.4 hours and 1.2 hours. And if we add all these up, we should get 24. So I'm going to add them all up here, and we do get 24. So we know we did this right because it adds up to 24. Sometimes you'll get decimals and it's going to be really close to 24, but it's the same thing. So here we were able to interpret this graph, tell how much time they spent in each activity, as well as the percents of missing numbers here. Now, the one thing I want to make sure and be careful of, especially in hours, this is 7.2 hours. This isn't 7 hours and 20 minutes, right? Because it's 0.2 of an hour. And if we go 0.2 of an hour, which is 60 minutes, that's going to give us 12 minutes. Okay, so just to be careful with that, especially if you have point of an hour, right? 0.5 we know is 30 minutes, and that's easy, but especially when we get into these 0.8, 0.4, 0.4, 0.2, things like that, then it's going to be a little different if you want to include minutes. So you have to make sure your time is either all in hours or all in minutes. So there's 1,440 minutes in 24 hours, in case you're curious. That's all I'm going to share with you today. I hope that helps. Take care.